And we are back at it, ladies and gentlemen. There's music. There's
We actually
music.
hear the music this time.
You guys hear the music?
Yeah.
I can't
You
hear
guys
A little
like-
bit, yeah.
You guys are
It's very
worst.
quiet in roll 20.
Okay.
Oh,
You
that's a little better.
Mine's chill.
guys are
That's
fucking
good.
with my chi. Hold on.
All
can
right.
adjust your own volume.
We'll turn it up just a touch.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. This is a great way to... We are so out of shape when it comes to this stuff, guys. / I am completely out of shape.
Forgot how to do things. We apologize.
We forgot everything. We're starting back at the very beginning.
Oh,
So-
no.
Starting the
Can't
campaign
start
all
there.
over again. That's what we're doing. And so...
Good times.
Shut up, Bobby. I'm about to do the thing.
Okay. Why did I just say okay?
Yeah, why did you...
Erin, shut up.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna mute. I'm just gonna mute all of you guys in a second. Thank you so much for the level 5 hype train, by the way, guys. So, when we last left our heroes, after being impaled by the stinger of a humanoid scorpion hybrid known as the Nakab Mother, Alara desperately clung to life. With less than 24 hours to live, our heroes ventured forth to the lands of the First Serpent to recover a specific flower that would be the key ingredient in saving Alara. As they set forth, they took notice to the absence of Shade, but wrote it off as another night of drinking and that he was most likely sleeping it off somewhere. Leaving the village behind, it didn't take long for the remaining party members to reach the edge of the First Serpent's land. Keeping an eye out of any dangers, it was Pavo who noticed a ruffling within the thicket of palm branches. Without hesitation, Trix took off sprinting to avoid the potential danger. With weapons drawn, the party waited to be attacked, but were instead surprised to see a friendly face they had met once before. Stumbling out of the bushes came the hunter named Fowl. He explained to the party that he had been seen the exact flower that they were looking for, and with a bit of persuasion, agreed to take them there. As they journeyed further into the wetlands of the swampy forest, they took sight of their prize, not only but 100 yards away. Cautiously, they continued forward deeper into waist-high waters. With only a few feet left, they could almost taste the victory. But it seems they had fallen upon the lair of a massive multi-headed serpent, the legendary Hydra. With quick thinking, Trix subdued the creature, Star Wars AT-AT style, just long enough for the party to collect the flower and escape. And without hesitation, the party began their journey back to the monastery, but not before a surge of wild magic caused Lucy to polymorph into a gerbil. Meanwhile, Alara, fighting for her life, was deep within a feverish dream. Within the dream, a memory came of a meeting held 10 years ago. With her mind's eye back in Lumnador, she recalled a day when her master, Rasilian Vo, met with Alcor's parents and a man named Lucius Persage. With the assistance of Shadow, of course, Alara and Alcor were able to eavesdrop on the meeting with the three parties and the leaders of the Lumnador, the Lachey Council. It was there she overheard that there had been concerning events happening in Qatar, specifically to do with the Guardians and the Golden City. That both Ollie and Alcor had been experiencing strange visions, seemingly calling for them to come to the city. It was within this meeting that a plot was concocted to assist the inhabitants of the City of Gold, as well as secure the champions' weapons and deliver them to the Lachey Council. If the plan were to fail, they would utilize Rasilian's knowledge of time magic to send a trained operative back to the beginning, where they would be able to learn the whereabouts of the champions' tombs and collect the weapons directly. This plan did not sit well with Rasilian, as he urged the council and Lucius not to change past events, that it was far too dangerous, and that time magic should be used with the utmost discipline and with caution. But being a lowly professor did not give Rasilian the sway to persuade them otherwise. Alara's consciousness then fast-forwarded her to later that day, where she found Rasilian in his chambers. It was there he reminded Alara that to change the past is not meant for any mere mortal. The vision then began to fade as the elixir from Pavo's masters began to take effect, awakening her from her slumber. As Alara recovered, the group inquired further to the whereabouts of Shade. Alara offered to scry on him to determine his location. It was then the party learned that Shade had been in fact taken by Raynor, the bounty hunter, and that they were headed to Hansor post-haste. And so, our story continues. As the majority of the party gather round Alara to begin to make plans, you do take notice that Eli still seems to be with his parents at this point. What would you all like to do?
Much as I want to respect the privacy going on in that situation over there, may need to step in and grab Eli and get going.
A few minutes probably won't hurt.
Well, they'll hurt Shade.
We'll catch up. I mean, he's been waiting so long to finally get back to his parents. Let's give him this opportunity to say goodbye and make arrangements for when we get back.
Wild magic.
Oh,
Seriously?
I just see that was a regular me
I was like,
sneeze,
already?
sorry.
At this time, I would also excuse myself to go see my old mentor, Agron, to make sure that he's okay as well too, since I never had that opportunity since we got back.
Okay. Are you leaving the group now?
Yeah, I'm gonna just dismiss. So yeah, just give Eli a few moments here, and I got a few things I gotta take care of anyway. So give us a few minutes, and we'll return back here at the training grounds, and then I'll walk away.
Okay.
Bye, Pavo.
Well,
Pavo, with head held high, begins to make his way back towards the inside of the monastery proper, towards the infirmary with his master waiting inside. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? Okay, fair enough. Super
I
lively.
want to see if anyone else is okay because, I know someone isn't. He's getting dragged right now. Oh, shit. Everything's going wrong. No, I'm good.
As Pavo, you make your way back towards the monastery proper, headed through the gates. You do notice a few individuals slightly bowing their heads towards you. Seemingly word has started to get out of your newest position as the risen sun.
Okay, I will bow back in respect. It's, still like in making it feel a little awkward because I'm not used to it. So
Okay,
I
go
still
ahead
view
and-
myself as more of a lowly member.
Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Oh, shit. I don't know if you can get lower than a 0. I had
No?
rolled a natural 1 with a negative 1. Should have made performance.
Oh, no.
So
As you nervously bow back to some of the other brothers of the monastery, seemingly catching your foot or talon on one of the raised planks from the floor, you tumble head over ass directly onto the floor with your feathered, down-filled big butt high into the air.
I try to do a reaction to acrobat it out of that.
Not with a natural 1, baby.
Okay. No problem.
As you stand back up, brushing yourself off proper, few of the brothers kind of give a look of unsurety towards you.
Carry on, and I'll just beeline it. It's just like, screw this shit.
Headed
I always
towards,
make a fool of myself.
Pavo whispers under his breath. As you continue onward to the infirmary, walking inside, you can now see that it is mostly cleared out, as most of the other monks have now been fully defrosted and seem to be recuperating. The only ones left inside of the infirmary seems to be the group that you had rescued from the Nakab's hive. Laid up in bed, you can see Brother Argon.
I will quickly approach him to see if he's conscious and awake.
As you begin to make your way over, you see as he turns his head towards you and gives a rather large smile, something you haven't necessarily seen before from Brother Argon.
I'm glad to see you're in good spirits. It is very good to see you again.
It seems you two as well, Pavo, have done quite well for yourself. And thank you to you and your friends for helping us out of that, well, little trouble that we had out in the desert.
Of course. I owe it all to you and your training. You were the one who took me under your wing and showed me the way when others kind of viewed me as an outcast. So I am very grateful for what you have done for me.
He gives you a little bit of a contemplative look before he looks around to some of the other monks that are gathered around, seemingly visiting him. He asks for a moment of time with you alone. As they leave the bedside and begin to make their way outside of the infirmary, he waits and watches as they close the door behind them, turning his attention back to you. Are you all right, Pavo?
I am fine. Why do you ask?
I have been your teacher for far too long. A position of power is not something that you've ever coveted before. But it seems you've been thrust into that spotlight.
It may be short-lived, but I will face it head on like I've done everything else. Because currently I must leave again. We have another task that must be attended to. And so I'm leaving things with the current master to continue things as they were.
Master Solinus.
Correct.
And what will you do while you're gone?
Well, there had been rumors of Thule being reawakened, and my team and I must continue on our path to make sure that doesn't happen.
I understand. So, why are you here then?
Well, we come to the knowledge that one of the champion's weapons were being held close by to this proximity, and so we came back to find it.
Pavo, it's me. You don't have to be as specific. Why did you come back to see me?
Growing up, as you know, I was an outcast, and you were the closest thing I've had to a family. You know, I've never known any other of my kind. And so there was always this desire to come back to just make sure that everything was okay.
I understand. Well, the monks are taking care of me as they're trained to do.
So knowing that I have to leave again, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I am all right. Thank you for coming and visiting, Pavo. It is good to see you again.
And I did bring back a little gift for the monastery that I will have the other monks mount in the training room. The one responsible for freezing everybody here. The white dragon's head will be a reminder to anybody else who chooses to attack our monastery. That's their fate that will lie ahead of them. Hopefully that will show some inspiration for if we do need to get into battle, because I don't know if my team will be able to handle it all ourselves. We may need to call upon the monastery to assist.
You have made your old teacher very proud, Pavo. A white dragon is not something that you can take down easily.
I'm surrounded with a bunch of odd but capable people. They are the next closest thing I have to family.
And do they follow your orders?
I do not lead them.
Interesting.
I
Who leads them?
never desired to lead. Who?
Yes.
We really don't have a leader. However, the outspoken one, Alara, she tends to be the spokesperson of our group.
That is fair. I guess we all need public-facing individuals now and again. But Pavo, as we have with the monastery, leadership is an important factor. If it is not you who leads, I hope that you remember your training and will follow the one that does take the lead one day.
I hear you.
Pavo, you are more than capable. Your advice or your leadership would be valued to anyone.
I just feel that I'm so inexperienced in the ways of the world to do so.
Perhaps there's someone else who is more worldly amongst you. That might be the right choice then. But guide them well, if you do take side.
Just gives a bow.
Well, if there's nothing else, then I guess the next time I see you will either be in battle or back here as the hero and new master of this beloved monastery of ours.
As awkward as that would be the most wanted outcome.
I would
And
agree.
I will do my best to lead this monastery to my fullest. And I've already sent some other people here. Hopefully they arrive safely so that we can grow our numbers and spread our protection for the area.
I will make sure that myself and the other teachers prepare the underlings for what might come next then.
Again, I'm sorry I'm short on words. As you know, I've never been the talkative type, but it has been really great to see you.
It is good to see you too, son.
And with that, I just bow and I turn around and walk away. Don't want to make it any more awkward than it already is.
Okay. Turning and leaving the infirmary, we'll go back to Eli. Last time Eli was seen was with the rest of his family in a warm embrace on one of the cots in the monks' sleeping quarters. You're held tight by your mother and father, and they allow it to linger for quite some time, before finally breaking away after your conversation. You see both your mother and your father smiling at you proudly. The silence is almost immediately broken as Ellis yells out, "I'm an alligator!"
She keeps saying that. I don't know what it's about.
Your mother pats
Hey,
her.
good alligator.
Your mother gives off a little bit of a laugh. Of course, Ellis, you are quite a ferocious alligator. By the way, where did you find this? And she looks at the medallion wrapped around her neck.
Medallion? Oh, me?
No.
Oh, she has a medallion?
Well, not a medallion, but the small talisman of a thick tooth. Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Got it. That would be from me. We took down a dragon a couple days ago.
Your mother and father both look at you in quite the amount of shock as their jaws kind of fall down a little bit in front of them. You fought a dragon?
A little bit. Yeah?
Oh, Eli,
I didn't
dear.
actually get to take any. Hey, listen.
You need
I
to
didn't
be
get that
more
close.
careful. You're out fighting dragons. They're
It's
10
all
times
good.
the size of you, if not more.
It was all good. Honestly, I was just carting my stupid friend Lucy around most of the time.
I don't
I
like this
swear.
lifestyle for you, Eli.
What? Adventurers raise adventurers, I guess. Right?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh boy, am I in trouble?
So grounded.
Someone's actually gonna get grounded. Ooh, it's
I
freezing.
can't come anymore. I'm grounded.
Okay. There we go. Ooh, that's low. 9.
9. Eli, I don't think it's right for you to leave here. You should come with us back to Trellis. We'll leave this island far behind us.
Leave?
Wouldn't that be nice
But-
going back to our hometown, all of family, go see your grandmother again?
Oh yeah, grandma. I mean, yeah, it would, of course it would be nice. But I think I'm all wrapped up in something bigger now. I don't know if I can just walk away.
You can always walk away, my dear. You don't need to be a part of this. Someone else will come and take care of it for us. Hasn't been long enough that we've been away from each other?
Well, I mean, all due respect, but why isn't that what you said to Lucius Presage?
Your mother kind of falls back a little bit as you see a look of regret and pain on her face.
Some things are bigger.
Your father holds up his arm and begins to rub your mother's back. We have to let him go. There are things that we don't fully understand anymore. If this is something that Eli says he has to do, then who are we to step in the way of his destiny?
I'll be back, Mom. You guys are my whole world. All I want is to go home. Just can't be now.
We'll wait for you in Trellis. Join us when
Okay.
you're ready.
I will. I mean, I don't think we have to leave now. Hang out here for a little bit.
Well,
We're not in any rush. As far
As
as Eli knows, Eli doesn't know that, guys.
I know.
Okay.
well, as far as sitting here and waiting for someone to bring us food, I don't think that's going to be happening in these type of accommodations. So, perhaps we should go try and find something to eat.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna pick up Ellis. I'm gonna put her on my shoulders and go out with her.
As you all leave the confines of the sleeping quarters of the monks, you begin to walk out the front hallway, leading down to closer to where the meditation room is. You do take note of Pavo now coming towards you.
You all ready to get going?
Yeah.
Perfect timing, Eli. We gotta go.
Are we all in the same place? We're all
No.
like
No, not
no.
at all.
Okay.
Most
All right,
people are
who's-
outside in the training grounds
Oh.
with Eli and Pavo just being in that one corridor.
Oh, okay. Never
Oh, I
mind.
still don't know who's.
Sorry,
with Pavo.
I don't know who is where. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you just let us?
So, quick
Are we
reminder from
together?
our last session: you guys had gone outside to do the scrying on Shades, and you guys are off in the training ground. Eli and Pavo are the only ones
Okay,
who are
there we
actually
go.
inside
Oh.
the monastery, and they're now crossing paths.
Oh.
I take
Hey.
back my wave.
Yeah. Hmm?
Take back my words.
Hey, Pavo. Just the man I was looking for.
Eli, good to see you.
We're gonna get some food. You wanna come with?
Actually, I was getting ready to get our stuff and head on out.
Head out? Why?
We need to help Shade.
Oh God, what did he do now?
He has been taken by Raynor.
What?
And when you were talking with your parents, Ilara was able to find out through a scry spell that Shade has been kidnapped as a bounty of Raynor, and we must go help him out. So we're wrapping everything up here, saying our goodbyes, and heading on out.
He's kind of just gonna like look really frustrated and be like, I liked Raynor.
Well,
We're gonna go right now. I just got back with my family. I thought at least a few days wouldn't hurt anybody.
I definitely share your sentiment. I mean, these were my family too. But Shade, in his strange way, is part of our family too, and he needs our help.
Not there.
I can sense the alarm.
I don't know.
Alara approves
Yeah.
from outside.
You feel a burst of pink energy as Alara's heart explodes even from the outside.
I'll kind of like turn to my parents.
I mean, it is your choice to stay if you so choose.
No, we just had this talk. Well,
I'm heading over to the master of the monastery here to give my last wishes, and then meeting the rest of the party outside in the training grounds.
okay. Well, I don't know if they know where the mess hall is, so I'll probably take them there so they can grab some food and say goodbye to them there. Catch up with you guys outside.
See you soon.
Okay.
As the two go their separate ways, Eli goes back to the mess hall to say goodbye to his parents. Eli, is there anything in particular you'd like to say before leaving your mother, father, and sister?
Well, he'll just kind of do everything really slowly, like he's trying to make the time last a little bit longer. And then he'll tell, especially Ellis, like, I'll see you guys soon. And I still have this. And he'll wave the sending stone.
Ellis runs up to your waist and gives you a big hug. You're the best big brother ever.
Thanks, Ellis. And I'll, like, scruffle her hair.
She picks up her tooth and says, and if you're in trouble, you can bite people like this.
Like an alligator.
Like an alligator.
That's right, kiddo. And he'll just kind of like sniffle back tears He'll give his mom a big hug. And then he'll go up to his dad and try to be like all man-like and just on his shoulder.
Your father looks at you with a little bit of a smirk on his face as he puts his hand on your shoulder and rapidly pulls you in for a big hug. As he does, he
I'll hug him
whispers.
back.
He whispers into your ear. No matter how long or far apart we are, we've always loved you, Eli. That never changed. Take care of them.
I know,
okay?
Dad. I will. And he'll like and kind of move back a little bit and say, okay, if I don't go now, I'm never gonna go. I'm sorry we didn't have more time.
We'll have more. We'll have more.
All right. I love you guys. And then he'll turn and start to walk away.
Pavo, is there anything in specific you'd like to say to Master Solnus?
As I approach him, just want to thank him for his hospitality, thank him for everything. Thank you so much for raising me, and there's something else we must do. And here, take this, and I'm going to hand over the majority of the platinum pieces that I got from Uku, and about 200 platinum pieces. Tell him to use this for defenses and to help the town out below.
He looks with shock as you drop the pouch into his hand. Pavo, where did you get this money?
Aventuring's been kind to us. Basically, Lucy's family. It was an allowance that he was used to, and they gave it to the rest of us. And since I don't really have much use for it, if you can put this to defenses for the monastery for future purposes and help the townsfolk below, that's my wishes for this to be used.
Some people have more brains than money. Others, not so much. Thank you, Pavo. We will put this to good use to both the monastery for the recovery efforts as well as assisting where we can with the village below.
I trust that you will. It's been a pleasure. I will see you next time our paths crossed.
And when you need us,
out.
Pavo,
Okay. Yes.
before you leave, if you do need us, do you have a way to signal us or message us?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but what if she dies? Get her back up.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Oh, come on.
Well,
A bird says.
we do have the wizard of the group who tends to make special calls on our behalf, unless you have something more specific in mind.
I was just going to say to write to us, but it takes a while for the mail to get here. But if you have a wizard who likes to message people, that should work fine.
So if you hear somebody by the name of Alara talking to you in your head, that is us.
He looks at you very peculiarly and before nodding his head and putting the satchel of platinum into his robes.
You'll understand when it happens.
Turning and walking away, you leave the meditation room. And as you do, you see Eli now coming down the side hallway towards you. His eyes just underneath seem a little bit puffy.
I see you've chosen to come with us.
Yeah.
And I give him just like a little hug, side hug.
Thanks,
Their heart
Pavo.
explosion.
Comforting's not my strong suit, so I try because I can see he's distressed.
Let's do this.
As you both make your way side by side back out into the training grounds, you see all of your companions, save for Shade, basically just hanging out, waiting for you guys to come back.
You two done fucking around?
Hi.
Be a bit more subtle, but I do think we do need to get on our way. Shade has no regard, it seems, for any other one's life, but I don't want to lose another party member, not like Alcor, even though he's nothing like Alcor.
Well said.
I was gonna make a joke that he's the same guy playing him, but I couldn't do anything. Nothing like that.
Well, we know where he's headed, and how's
Yeah, Ollie. I think he cares about us. He's helped me so many times. Remember, he carried me for a whole day when I broke my ankle, sprained my ankle.
He's also been quick to turn on us, if need be.
If we turn on him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're I did hit him first.
Fair enough.
You also, you had a reason, but I mean, we're going to get him, right? So let's
Yeah,
just
Great.
let's go.
Great. Yeah. Let's go get our little black sheep.
We agreed upon how we're getting
Question stands. Exactly. We going by sea? Faster, to my knowledge, where we cut through the desert. We're going to go through the mountains, which will take longer. And well, we do have the advantage that Rainer's having to drag a, I guess, 220-pound man all the way to Qatar?
Hansor.
Hansor. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the continent?
If only there was a map that you could look at.
Yeah,
I mean,
That would be so great.
In order to get to the sea, I don't know of any ports that are on that side of the map to get to Hansor that quickly. We'd have to backtrack to get to sea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I
thought
would
the
have to-
fastest.
So
Go ahead, Ollie.
Oh, we'd have to go to the bay. Sorry, the Whispered Bay.
Oh. Okay. Jesus Christ.
You
I
don't
thought the-
need to read it like that, Ollie. It's called the Whispered Bay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a instruction. Anyway,
It's all right. You're still learning.
fair enough.
well, there are roads and pathways through the Forbidden Sands that we can take, and that would be the most direct route.
Yeah.
During your
Let's do it.
scrying, did you see any kind of surrounding areas to kind of determine which direction or how they were traveling?
The scry spell, I think I can only see like right specifically around them. Did I see anything like sand or dirt or anything?
You saw both sand, dirt, some grass, little sparses of it. There was mountains right to the west of where they were
Right.
traveling.
All main ecosystems.
Yeah.
Well,
All
if
main
there
ecosystem,
were-
but there's
there wasn't any
mountains.
But if
snow,
there's grass,
just
that
in
means
case
he's
you were
on
wondering.
the east side of the mountains.
The
If we
mountains are
head
to
through the
west of
Forbidden
them.
Sands, we can cut him off.
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Isn't everyone always like, don't go there, it's dangerous, and rah, 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 rah.
Well, I mean, it
forbidden.
has the title, but
yeah.
you know.
I was going to suggest that we walk through the desert to the coast and start walking up the coastline. We might find a port that maybe we don't know about.
Not a bad idea.
And then meet Rainer at the gate.
Has anyone asked? Anybody
Ask what?
else who's from here what the quickest way would be?
Well, we're
The
just
only ones
here-
who would have knowledge would be the monks, since they defend them.
we defend
They
the
don't- they
pass,
don't-
but we don't
yeah,
really.
but
We don't,
they don't
as a
leave.
rule, go all the way through the sands up to the coastline.
What if we just ask in town? We have to go there anyway, don't we? Might
Town's
wanna
on the
s-
other side of the mountain. We're gonna
Yeah,
go
why
through
do
the
we gotta go
sands.
to town?
What do we need at the town?
Yeah.
Well, maybe someone saw Rainer going, and whatever way he went is probably the safest way, and we could kind of judge based on which way he went. If he did go through the sands, then we're not going to make up much time. If he went through the mountains, then we can make more decisions since that's the longest way. Maybe it would make more sense to go to the water, and if that's the case.
I think from my vision or from my scrying, I think we can say like 70% that he probably went through the mountains.
All right.
Yeah.
All I know is if he gets to Hansor before us, we may be too late.
I do agree with Lucy that maybe we should cut through the desert, just follow the shoreline. Maybe there is an uncharted town that we can find, like some type of shipping or a fishing village that we can borrow a boat or acquire a boat.
Do we still have our carriage thing?
That'll help travel, yes.
Yeah. We could just get in that carriage and go along the coastline, desert line.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good idea.
Any opposed?
Nope.
That does seem to be the most direct route, and we should beat them there.
Don't
Wait,
look so
but-
grim, Eli.
But
We'll be
Lucy's
fine.
saying not the most direct route, right? You're saying we should go to the edge and then go.
Well, that
over
is
it,
directly
follow the
north
coast.
of us, and then we have to follow the coastline to be able to cross once we get up.
Exactly.
We need to think, what would Shade do? He'd start walking in one direction already. Let's go.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, let's walk and let's see if we can get a boat through the sands. Yeah,
Sound
or
good.
let's get in the carriage. Why would we walk? Take longer,
because
right?
it's the mountains.
Gotta get out of the mountains first.
Okay, fine. Let's get
Can
out
we
of the
just
mountains
roll
first.
down the mountain?
You just
That
roll.
would be fast.
Lucy starts walking.
We head out.
You begin to make your way down the other end, or the other side of the mountain towards the east, following the same passage that you had followed to save Brother Argon. Eventually, you hit the bottom of the plateau and see the sprawling sands wide out in front of you. The midday sun beats down harshly on all of you.
So hot.
It is a desert. We did know that going in here.
Still hot though.
Okay, so whoever
Take the
has
carriage out.
the carriage, I guess, pulls it out.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can get some shade.
Literally.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Oh.
As you
Okay.
twist the ends of the small egg structure, it begins to billow outward in its familiar form, reassembling itself back into the large egg-shaped carriage with the two strange mechanical ostriches that sit at the front of the helm. Before you enter into the carriage to start your long journey, you take a moment to take one last drink of water to make sure you are thoroughly hydrated.
Oh no.
Cheers.
And give one last stretch before the
Oh.
long journey.
Oh, I heard that.
That sounded real gross.
Oh, good.
You are 90
you.
years old.
I know. I know.
He's broken.
All right.
All right. Let's go, guys. Come on.
I think I'm gonna sit inside this time just to get out of this heat.
Actually, Alara, you want to ride up top for a while?
Sounds dangerous, but okay. Okay.
I imagine like where like the guy who rides the thing, like, maybe there's
Oh.
a bench. I don't know,
Yeah. You're
but-
not riding on top of the top of the egg. No, that's.
That's what I thought. I'm about to
They
go
just
into this.
slide off.
Okay. Sounds like fun. It is hot, but it'll be fun. Okay.
You all, the majority of the
Make our
party
way.
gets into the carriage proper, with Lucy and Alara sitting at the wheelman's, I guess, seat.
And Lucy, while still looking forward, will just say, Laura, I owe you an apology. I acted irrationally with everything that happened with Brazilian. And you're right. We don't have all the facts yet. And although I don't think Brazilian went about it the right way, if what he's saying is true, I understand the immediate threat. And it wasn't right for me to jump to conclusions and to consider you guilty by association.
Wow. That's really nice to hear, but I don't think you acted irrationally. I understand why you felt that way. I am sorry. I really did mean it when I said it.
I think I did act irrationally. In that fight back in the desert, we both got picked up by that beast. And if I didn't let myself be so angry with you, I wouldn't have been so quick to save myself.
I don't think that's... There's nothing you could have done. What could you have done?
Look, I just want you to know that from here on out, I'll always have your back. And at that point, he will actually look at you.
I'll always have yours. I always have had yours. And I'm glad that you're not mad at me anymore. That sucked. It was really hard not to talk to you. I failed.
I can imagine.
Eli told me that I should give you space, and I tried really hard.
Yeah, I know you did. But I don't need space anymore.
Okay. Laura will get really close. She'll just immediately stick herself next to Lucy.
Let's stick his posture up a bit. Well, long journey ahead. That'll be the end of that conversation.
Oh, so amazingly awkward.
Pavo could have done better. Come on.
And as our heroes set forth amongst the scorching sands, traveling over dunes, and not much else. Shade. You've been traveling for what you can tell is about a week at this point. For the most part, you have been chained, your hands bound, with the same collar or a similar collar that you wore in the City of Gold, the anti-magic collar. Close to the end of one of the days, Raynor stops to make camp. He sits you down for a moment, tying you to a nearby tree, and begins to make a campfire. You know there, Shade, it's It's nothing personal. I just want to make sure that you and I are both on the same page with all of this. And I think you can understand as much as you might not agree. Money is king. And, well, you fucked up. Now,
I fucked up.
Well, I mean, apparently killing one of the foremen over at the Presage Mines, that ruffled some feathers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happens.
See, you
know.
understood. I knew you'd get it. And he walks over to you, taking out his flask from inside of his jacket. He undoes the cap and holds it up to your lips.
I just have one question.
What's that?
How much?
Well, small fortune, my friend. You came at a very, very high price. They're offering me about 500 platinum for you.
That's it? Damn it. Should have killed another one. Give me a sip.
He puts the flask up to your lips and then pours it down, giving you a right and proper swig. As he pulls it back, he takes a swig himself, closing up the cap, and then sits down relatively close to you. So there's something I've been meaning to ask you, Shade. You and I, we're not that different. You know, you give me the lone wolf kind of feeling. Do your own thing, march by your own orders, that sort of stuff. So why the hell are you hanging out with those people?
I still have to get paid for Lucy for bringing me back 5,000 platinum. That's why when you tell me the bounty on my head is 500, kind of disappointed.
Yeah, so am I. Seems like I'm getting shortchanged in all of this.
Should be a way to make more cash.
I don't disagree. You're a smart man there, Shade. Well, if you ever get out of this predicament and you're looking for a partner, just let me know. I'm not too bad at doing things myself.
Sure, we can find something fun to do.
And I promise I'm a little less codependent than some of the others that you travel with.
Oh, yeah. Some of them just need to play as teams.
Right, like what's up with Sparkles? Why is she always trying to hug people?
I don't know. Trying to figure that one out. She's like, she loves the whole world. I don't know what happened in her when she was younger.
Well, probably nothing.
That's not the childhood I wanted to have.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, perhaps, yeah, if it just so happens that, you know, you happen to get out of this predicament and you're looking for someone to maybe help you out your way, get you out of sight. I come at a pretty decent price.
Yeah, figures. You only get paid 500 for this job.
All right, now come on, Shade. That's more than enough. 500 platinum. But you're right. I should have bargained for more. God damn.
Yeah, damn. It's like already been a week travel. Damn.
I don't disagree. Well,
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't kill you on the spot there, my friend.
Yeah, hopefully not. But before that, is the meat ready? I'm hungry.
Oh, shit. I don't think we have any meat. I can give you some rations, though.
That's fine. Look at that. We both know it is in the field. You don't always get the fancy meat.
A wise man, Shade. A wise man. Almost feel bad for doing this, but, well, I'm the one getting paid, so he reaches into his satchel and pulls out a plethora of rations as he begins to start spoon-feeding you. some relatively cold beans, as well as rice.
And Stockholm syndrome set in quick. I think he likes him better than us, man.
He's just lowering his guard to strike at the right time.
Exactly. I have a game I want to play with him if I get out of it alive.
Don't say the DM is here, man. Don't say that shit out loud. Doing good. Keep going.
Game's Fuzzy Bunny.
Raynor leans back, taking what looks like a can of beans and begins to eat them. So the game plan is apparently I'm dropping you off in Hansor, collecting my money. It's a pretty big event. It seems that Mr. Lucius Presage himself is going to be residing over it. I don't know why he's coming up for just you. You seem like a little bit of a small fry.
Wow. I'm guessing it's just there on business, and that's why you get me there. I don't think you made the whole trip for me. That would be weird. I'm sorry to say. Have somebody I have to meet over there too. Kill, if I could, again. It would be nice. Oh.
Sorry,
We'll see how this plays out.
Did you say kill again?
Yeah, I killed him once, but one of the party members decided to save him, and then I got cursed, and Lucy got cursed also. I'm telling you, just traveling with this group is just total chaos.
You know, I totally understand where you're coming from. There was an elemental back in Malshur that damn near I had to kill him like 6 times. Those things just keep coming back.
I know. Back in the old days, you killed something and stayed dead.
Right? You just got it. You put a sword through it. It dies. That's it. Nowadays, well, nothing seems to stay dead.
I know. But sometimes it's fun to kill over and over again, but I mean, it's just a hassle.
Well,
at least I could get paid twice for it.
Yeah, that's kind of psychopathic, but I can kind of not relate. I get it.
Well, some people, they just get on your nerves more than others, I guess.
I hear that, my friend. I hear that. Well, that's all I got for the evening. I think it's time to bunker down. Sun's starting to get real low in the sky.
Well, can I get a last?
I was just about to ask. And he opens up his flask once more and pours it down your gullet before taking one last swig. And then curling up a little bit beside the fire, propped up, keeps a sword out to his side.
I'll get some needed sleep.
Okay.
As much as I can.
For the rest of the party, it's been an awful long travel so far. There hasn't been much outside of the dunes and the sands, opposed to just a few small oases that pop up here and there. At some you stop to get a little bit of water, but otherwise keep traveling forward, knowing the urgency of the mission in front of you. About a week's time goes by before you finally...
Whoa. Wait, sorry. Just before one night, I just want to cast message to, or sending to Shade to let him know that we're coming.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Thanks. I was going to ask you. I can't function without it. Hi. It's Alara. Don't worry. Don't move. Don't breathe. We're coming to save you. We don't have a plan. Oh, there's so much. How are you? Are you okay?
That's it.
Nailed it.
Shade, you do have
She
an
said,
opportunity to respond to this.
She said, "Don't say a word, don't move, don't breathe." There is no reply.
Oh God, you people.
I had a feeling.
I'm a little busy now.
She
I'm
said,
still
"Don't
from
say a word, not don't think a word." Come on, Shade. I guess you're not.
Oh no, I don't know how that works.
Oh.
True.
Alara, you just get flooded with the most graphic of images in your mind, seemingly tapping into Shade's thoughts. You see things that no one should ever see.
Laura just turns into a dark soul now after this moment.
And so begins Alara's dark arc.
Laura.
He didn't say anything, but I think he's alive because he's thinking some really inappropriate things. So I think he's got the gist of it.
If it were anyone else, I'd be worried. But
Yeah.
the lack of a response actually makes a lot of sense here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to annoy him even in moments of high stress. So maybe I just annoyed him.
at least he knows we're coming.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay, we can fast forward now.
As you finally arrive on the coast, just to, I guess, the southwest of where Whispered Bay would be, you do come across what looks like a small fishing village. Most of the huts seem to be made out of or built directly into the dunes. And the individuals you see there, strange humanoids that not many of you have seen before. Many of them with a light gray skin. Very thick hide from what you can see. And large shells on their backs. As you begin to approach the village, you hear commotion and laughter as you now take note of a few of the individuals playing in the water. You also take note a little bit down on the beach. You see one of these individuals standing off, looking very timid. Strangely enough, with a pink bow.
No, you
atop their
didn't.
head.
Yes.
No. Oh, no.
And I think that's
man.
where we're going to take just a real quick break for the evening. Just a quick
your
behind
Tylenols.
break. Just so you can go get your earplugs, your Advils, whatever the case is. I'm terrified of doing this, and I'm sure you are all as well. So with that said, we do like to take a few questions on the break. We're going to do a quick bio, go get some refreshments, whether it be apple juice, orange juice, ale juice, or sherry bombette. If you're watching, maybe go get yourself some popcorn. And with that said, yes, my drink is empty. E-Town knows exactly what's happening. But with that said, guys, we're going to be back in just a few short moments. Stay tuned for the part that all of us are going to regret. We'll see you real soon, guys. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to find a good spot to stop in the music part.
You did so good.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did I do good?
You did so good.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
In my
amazing.
ears, we did good.
Proud of you.
Fantastic.
So proud.
So with that said, I don't think we had any questions on our break. Nope, we're good. So with that said, let's hop back into tonight's episode. As the carriage trugs along within the sands, kicking up a little bit of sand behind it, you eventually make your way within about 100 yards of the village. A few of the individuals now turning and pointing towards the approaching carriage. And the smaller, turtle-like humanoid with a bow in her hair simply ducks down, pulling her shell just above her nose line, holding onto the edge and looking out towards everyone. What would you guys like to do?
I'll yell at her. Yo!
Oh.
Can you tell us where we are, please?
Hi. Hi.
Fascinating. They're like
Her head
Little
immediately
turtles.
dips down into the entirety of her shell, occasionally popping up and just so that her eye line can see over the bottom of her shell before dipping back down in.
Don't be. This is so weird. This is so weird. Don't be scared. My name is Alara, and these are my friends. This is Lucy. He's super cute. This is Pavo. He's
You're all still in the
super.
carriage. They're all still in the carriage.
Pavo's in the carriage. Eli, you heard his voice. He's kind of stabby sometimes, but he's got your back. And Trix and Ollie are both in there. Trix is kind of tricksy, but she's super cool to be around. And Ollie, he'll save your life, so you don't need to be scared.
God, I'd be scared.
Laura, you don't have to introduce us to everyone.
But I like to.
Her head pops up out of her shell. You now see her eyes closed as she yells out, "Stop yelling at me!" As she pops back down into her shell.
What the hell?
This is a nightmare.
What is it?
Poke my head out, see what that screeching was.
Alara, can you go deal with that? I have a feeling that I'm probably not very well suited.
Okay. Well, okay. Hi. It's okay. Hi. You can come out now.
Who are you?
Well, like I said, my name is Alara, and I'll curtsy, and all my friends are inside the carriage right now, except for Lucy. He's my friend too, over there. Lucy, wave.
She
See?
peeks
He's
her
nice.
head up out of her shell and looks down on you. She notices a book that seems to be slung by the side. Are you a wizard too?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to be. My name is Susie.
Oh my god. Well, very nice to meet you, Susie. What kind of magic do you study?
It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, whatever I get my hands on.
Okay. Hey, we're looking for a boat. Do you think you can help us?
A boat?
Yeah. We're trying to get to Hansor really fast.
You can probably talk to my brother.
Okay. You want to introduce me?
No.
do you want to just stay? You want to just stay? Why don't you come with me though? I think it'll help. You can help.
He's so loud though.
Your brother is loud?
He's really loud.
Okay, well, I'm kind of loud, so
Yeah,
I'll
you're
just
really
out
loud.
him.
Oh God.
Okay. Do you want me to be quieter?
If you wouldn't mind.
Eli-
If you wouldn't
Eli
mind.
will. I was gonna hang out of the carriage and be like, "What's the holdup?"
Well, Eli, why don't you come on out? I think she's gonna get us a boat.
Okay, I'll come out. I'll nudge Lucy.
Yeah, I come out too.
As you all make your way outside, you now see the young turtle that stands in front of you, the pink bow atop her head. She continually kind of dips back and down up and down into her shell, somewhat eyeing you and then dodging back down out of fear.
I like your bow.
Thank you. I like your hair.
Right. So you can get us a boat?
Well, my brother, he rides around on a boat. It's really fast, and I don't like going on it.
Oh, that's a shame. Where is that? Where's your brother now?
He's down there. As she points down, you see a collective of 3 or 4 other turtles, one directly in the center, who looks like he has 2 water skins in his hands, alternating between dumping it into his mouth as the crowd cheers him on around him. As he does this, you see that whatever it is within the water skins is definitely not water.
Perfect.
He's down there. You can go talk to him down there. I'll come and introduce you to him.
Well,
Oh,
it's very nice
that's-
of you. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to hold my hand?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
She turns and begins to walk off very awkwardly, without really saying a word, and starts walking down the beach line. As you get closer, you hear chanting going around this one individual. Chuck, 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 Chuck. As he continues with the water skins alternating back and forth. Hey, Crimmy! Some people are here for you to meet.
Oh my god.
The turtle that's standing on top of the large boulder throws both of the water skins down as the rest of the crowd begins to cheer all around him. Susie, bro, I told you many times before, you don't call me that. It's what Mom and Dad used to call me. You can just call me the rock star, because I stand on this rock.
Mhm.
What's going on, bros? It's good to meet you all. You can call me the rock star. That's what all my friends call me, especially you, little lady. As he pulls down a pair of spectacles looking directly at Trix.
She turns.
Oh, what's the matter, little lady? Not ready to have your world rocked? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus
The
Christ.
crowd in
No,
front of
it's
him
fine.
start almost in unison start laughing, as almost on cue.
Well, aren't you charming?
Yeah, I am. You're damn right, little man. What's your name?
My name's Eli. Nice to meet you.
Eli E. Shizzles is more like it. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah, this guy gets it. Hey, get this guy a beer or an ale.
All right. Can we go talk somewhere?
Oh, sure. What's up, little man? You all right? Everything cool?
We could really use your help, actually.
Why, did my sister bum you out, like, totally?
No.
Hey.
She seems
Boring?
She's nice.
not small. The opposite of small. She seems, I don't know.
Like a
little
stick in the mud,
confused, I
super
guess.
boring.
No,
Yeah,
no,
totally. I get it. No, yeah, I
Just a little
totally
shy,
get it.
just a
Yeah, no,
little
exactly. I
shy.
totally get it. Oh, yeah, okay,
all right.
cool.
Yeah, okay.
So where are you guys planning on going?
We're trying to get to Hansor.
Oh, I could probably help out with that. But it comes
Oh,
at
yeah?
a cost, you know what I mean?
I don't. I'd love for you to tell me.
Well, you see, I got something that you want.
Yeah.
And I think you got something that I want.
I don't know what that could be.
A good time! Yeah, right, bros! All of his friends once again start cheering around him.
Eli's gonna look at everyone like over his shoulder and like roll his eyes.
How about money or something?
Oh, money, bro. We're way out here in the desert. What am I going to use money for?
Oh, God.
So what do you need?
Mhm.
We're kind of in a hurry.
Yeah. Our friend is in danger. We really need help. The best that we can do, I can spin and make my dress sparkle. That's all we got for a fun time right now.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Whoa, bummer. Who's the chick with the curlies and the sparklies?
My name is
My
name is
either.
Laura.
Let her introduce herself.
Very good at it.
My name is Laura, and she'll curtsy.
Yeah, right, cool. So like I don't know, we're looking for we're looking for something to trade. You got something to trade?
Do you guys even have boats? Like, don't turtles just swim?
Dude, we totally got boats. Are you crazy? We got boats for like days.
Oh, perfect. All right. What do we have to trade then?
I don't know. What do you want, big guy? Tell me what you're
Yeah.
looking for. I don't want to play
Tell
guessing
us.
games.
While I look through my inventory sheet.
I have this, and I'll pull out the shield of expressions that I've had since level 1. I've never used it. See,
that's
can
great.
can do this, and I'll make the face change to like be sticking its tongue out and cocking its eyebrows.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. That will be a 12.
12?
3 plus 9.
I was gonna say you rolled low. Damn.
Yeah.
Beats that. Yo, that shield of yours is totally bitchin'. You can make it look like whatever you want.
Yeah.
Can you make it look like
Totally.
boobs? No, you know what?
I
Never mind.
haven't-
You don't even have to worry about it. I'll take it. That's a good deal. It's a good deal. I've always wanted
Perfect.
something to replace my shell on my back so all the ladies can see exactly what I'm feeling, if you know what I mean. Right?
Yeah,
Right? She
yeah,
knows
'cause
what I'm talking about, and he points over to Trix.
Otherwise, you're very hard to read.
I'm
and
gonna just
you're a-
flick him.
just-
My gosh.
As Trix walks over, her face completely unimpressed. She walks up to him, eyes him directly in the eye, before flicking him directly in the forehead. Whoa, we got a feisty one here, bro. I like that. I like that. So, like, what's your deal? Like, are you betrothed or what's up?
Yes.
Oh man, all the good ones are always betrothed. Am I right? Oh fuck, that sucks, man. Well, I think I can help you out. So you're totally gonna give over that shield to me, right?
Yeah. I mean, for safe passage to Hansor, sure.
Yeah, totally.
Immediate.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Immediate.
On the, yeah.
Immediate.
Yeah, I should specify
safe
yes.
passage.
Immediate.
Yeah,
and
well, we
safe.
don't work. We don't go really fast around here. We'll get you there as quickly as we can. But
Well, you're
you know,
going
it's a
to
very
if you want
chilled
the
out
shield.
attitude right now. Listen here, little man. It's a different lifestyle. You got to relax. If you're gonna go into Hansor, you got to know a couple things. We're like an extension of Hansor, and it's just all about
Alright.
having a good time, man.
Well,
Right.
what do you do like in your group of friends when somebody's in trouble? Don't you hurry to save them?
He usually drinks a lot.
Hmm.
Susie, you're killing the buzz around here, man. That's totally uncool of you. No. We're totally heroic and stuff. Like, we totally have trouble around here all the time. There's stuff that happens, you know, the village stuff. And no, totally. We know what you're talking about. What exactly are you talking about?
Insight check.
Yeah.
Look, it's not really important. We just need to get to Hansor fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, are you inebriated?
I mean, I got knees. Is that what we're talking about?
Are you drunk?
Drunk?
Yeah, totally.
And you can still sail
Yeah, well, I mean,
safely.
the plan is you'll get in the boat and I'll get in the water and then I'll just like totally swim you there.
Knew it.
Ollie, can you help our friend here?
Yeah.
Help him? Oh yeah, I could help him out, and then
I don't know if he's gonna like that.
Let's
Don't say that yet.
yeah, maybe help him on the boat once we get on board.
Well, yeah, like let him party for now, and if he struggles with pulling the boat, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's in perfect condition to pull a boat.
I'd rather not take the risk. Can we leave now?
I mean, I don't have anything better to do. I'm down if you want to just head out now. That's totally cool with me.
Right, let's do
Me
it.
and my
On the boat, my
brochachos will
buddy.
definitely help you out. No worries. We are the rock star crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, we know.
Yeah.
On the boat, my buddy here is going to give you just a typical, medical examination. He's going to have to put his hand on you real quick. It's
He's
be
gonna
over in a
put,
second.
He's not gonna touch my cloaca or anything, is he?
No.
my God.
All right,
I didn't know
all
you
right.
had one of
Yeah,
no,
the turtles
no,
have
it'd be-
cloacas. It's the craziest thing. We lay eggs. Yeah, I get it.
Do they
It's
actually?
wild.
Do
Okay.
they really?
I'm sorry to say
heard it
that.
here
Yes,
first.
they
Take the
do.
time
I
to
do
find
know
out.
that. Let's put a pause. Can we pause the episode for a minute so we can talk about turtle cloacas for the first time?
No.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I think we just need to gather our carriage, and then we should be good to go. So,
Mhm.
want to get the boat ready?
Oh yeah, no, it's just down this way. I totally will get it for you. Hey, bro, chachos, go get the log.
Bro,
The log?
chachos.
We the brochachos.
It's a log. I think it's actually a log.
Oh, okay, well.
A moment later, you see a
Oh, no.
fair amount of turtles hauling up a very large piece of driftwood.
Okay.
So that's totally our boat. We we have safe passage that we pass along to all the people that come by around here. There's not many people that come by here. He's just making this all up. Susie, bro, you're totally killing my vibe right now. So all you got to do is straddle this bad boy, and I'll take you right across. Me and my bros.
And how many times have you done this?
No, like 3.
Inside. Never mind. 3. 3 times.
How many times successfully?
I look at Susie.
She's shaking her head back and forth, inadmittedly popping it in and out of her shell.
Oh, shit.
Susie, can you help us? This looks really dangerous. Is there anything that you can do?
Susie?
I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
I thought she said Bobby. I don't,
Yeah, I thought you said that.
I was totally in the bro mindset there, and was not paying attention to anything what anybody was saying. Susie looks towards it. I mean, the best thing you could do is maybe I'm having a
my
panic
God.
attack.
Okay.
Oh, it's really hard.
Alara,
to breathe right
Okay,
now.
okay, just breathe in. Breathe in with me. Hold and breathe out. Yeah, that's good. There, see? It's okay. A little choppy with the breathing. Yeah, it's okay. If it's okay. If you don't know a way to help, then that's okay. But do you know of any boats around here that aren't logs?
No, that's typically what we use, or we just swim ourselves. I mean, I don't mind to go along with them to make sure that they go in the right direction if you want.
That's very brave of you. Okay.
And hey, if we need to, I know how to throw a fireball.
Yeah, you
Let's
do.
hope we don't need that, but good to know, Susie. Thank you.
Well, there might be crabs.
Crabs.
And
Crabs?
they're like crabs. They're around. They bite at your toes.
Aren't
Yeah,
they like really
terrifying.
deep in the water though?
I mean,
You're gonna throw
but you
fireball
never
at them?
know when they're gonna come and get you. Oh, I'm having one of those things again.
Okay.
Okay.
my
I'm going to go get the
Okay.
carriage.
Yeah.
Lucy
Okay.
walks back to go get the carriage.
Alara's doing breathing exercises with Susie.
Alara, can
Alright.
you ask her if there's any way we should like strap ourselves in or
Okay,
What?
Susie, is there any way that we can secure ourselves so that we don't like fall off?
No, it's driftwood. It doesn't usually come with any kind of protective apparatuses.
Oh.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Okay.
So Lucy, how many polymorph spells do you have? We can just fly.
In a day, around 10.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
This seems much more fun.
Well, you
So,
could polymorph into like a giant whale or something and pull with the turtles. Or we could ride you.
Well, let's just try this.
Yes.
I think we should give this a shot. I think this will go fine.
Let's try it.
Ready when you
Go
are.
for it. Okay.
Hey,
Oh, Susie, well-
Rockstar,
Yeah, what's up, man?
we're ready to go.
All right, well, let's totally do this then. Boys, we're headed on out. You're going to help me pull this thing, right? Oh, yeah, sure, bro. We'll help you out with that, bro. Yeah, totally, bro. We got your back, bro. You see a number of the turtles start to head into the water. At the end of the driftwood, you can see a few long pieces of rope that are connected to it. Each one of them taking a little bit and holding it in their hand as they wade out into the water. They begin to pull the driftwood out into the water, and as they do, a number of them kind of settle themselves down into the water. You see the shells just peeking up at this point. Well, that's all there is to it. You just got to hop on now.
Seems like your friends really look up to you.
Up to me? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm the rock star. Because, I stand on the rock.
Right. Ollie here's ready to give you that little medical evaluation I talked about, so
All right.
it'll be
all
over
right.
quick. Ollie, you
It's
wanna...
more of just a check over. It's not gonna hurt or anything. It's just to make sure you're okay as our captain.
All right, you need to, do I need to, bend over and cough or anything, or is that part of the... No, it's not really it.
It shouldn't come to that. Let me just feel your forehead, and then I'm just gonna do the... Shit, which spell was that again? Lesser restoration.
Okay.
Or
As
poisons.
you put your hand over top, the rest of you watch as a golden glow begins to emanate from Ollie's holy symbol. It rushes down his arm toward the light to the palm of his hand as he puts it over top of the forehead of Crimmy. Crimmy closes his eyes, feeling the warmth of the divine magics now surging through him. He gives his head a little bit of a shake. Oh, dear me. I'm sorry, I was a little out of focus there for a moment, my friends. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Krim. My
Hey,
brother
Krim.
here, Susanna, she has been your guide for this area so far. I appreciate you joining our lovely village.
Nice
Thank
to re-meet you.
Yes, it is. Now,
So if you could just take us to Hansor as quickly and safely as possible.
oh, post haste, I would be more than happy
Yeah,
to do that. By
I
the way,
appreciate
does anyone know how I got this silver shield on my back?
It's
Gift.
what we paid for this passage.
Well, then I would be happy to offer my assistance.
Perfect.
Great.
You wades out into the water. Now they take formation almost like a flying V with Crimmy now at the front. You see the shining of the silver shield really reflecting off the beautiful sun in the sky. He turns back and looks to you all. We're all going to need you to get on to the driftwood if we're going to pull you out.
Hope it
Make our
holds
way
all
up there.
this.
We'll hop on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopping onto the back of the driftwood, you feel a slight tug as it begins to wade out into the water.
Oh boy.
What could
You begin to
possibly go
travel-
wrong?
Nothing.
You begin to travel outward for approximately an hour before you completely lose sight of the land behind you. As you continue onward, you notice that the motions of the seas are starting to get much more violent, much more rapid, being this far off of the coast. As you feel the waves begin to cascade more and more over top of you, they begin to rise higher and higher, pushing back and forth on the piece of driftwood. You begin to feel yourself slip back and forth on top of the driftwood. You hold on tight for dear life as the small, rickety piece of driftwood sways to and fro. I need everyone to go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me. Alara, go ahead at disadvantage.
Womp womp.
Hey!
You got a dark heart.
You have a dark heart.
Who gave me a dark heart? Who gave me a
Nat
dark
20.
heart? Hey, who gave me the dark heart? I need to know.
I think it was Mango.
Don't sell it.
Mango. Don't sell him out. What do you mean? Mango.
And Lucy, go ahead and
think it was
add
when
a
you,
d6 to whatever you're rolling, as you have the sounds of the waves crashing back and forth remind you of your days in Boku, the more pleasant ones, as it becomes music to your ears.
Okay, Lara, I think it was after you had the visions of.
What check was this?
Shade.
Acrobatics.
All right.
Visions of shape. Oh, that's funny. Sorry.
I rolled a 27.
20. Damn.
Okay.
21.
I'm
22.
coming in hot with an 8.
Nat 20 for 29.
As all of you hold on, you hear a little hup as Alara seems to tip over to the side into the water. You watch as the waves begin to push her farther and farther away from the driftwood.
I
Oh,
jump
God.
out.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
With the wave cresting over, as the waves begin to crest over, the turtles don't seem to hear you as they continue to pull you forward. Alara now being pulled further and further away.
I will jump off
Stop,
and go
stop.
after her.
Okay. As you jump off into the water, you begin to swim, your feathers now beginning to weigh you down, now being soaked within the water. As
He was trying to
Alara-
fly.
We
you
drowned
flying?
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think I would jump in swimming. I would fly to her and try to do like an eagle, swooping down and grabbing
He's a
like her
bird.
food, and grab her with my talons and pull her towards the driftwood.
Okay. As you jump off of the log and fly up into the air, you begin to dive bomb down toward her like a like a hungry fish, splashing around within the water. Reaching down, you grab onto her outstretched hands, and as you do, you begin to pull. But there seems to be some level of resistance. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
It's the dress. It's heavy.
Athletics. That would be an 11.
What?
An 11.
Pavo.
You continue to pull, but the water that's saturated over top of both of your hands, she begins to slip through. You hold on tight and try to pull her out. As you do, you see a large shadow underneath the water, directly underneath Alara.
Uh-oh.
She screams towards you as there seems to be something grasped around her leg. Continuing to pull, you eventually are able to pop her out of the water, but not before. You see a massive crab appear from the water's edge. Susie looks back and begins to scream out, "I told you! The crabs! They're here! They're here!" I need you all to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh my
Initiative.
god. Jesus Christ.
Are
I'm
these
sorry.
huge giant crabs or just giant crabs?
I'm
Oh man.
Damn it, Alara.
it's the dark heart. I rolled
That's
really
true.
high
That's
and my disadvantage, so this is all Notorious Mango's fault.
Don't blame our viewers.
I will. I will.
13. All right.
I rolled a nat 1 for initiative.
Wow. Amazing.
No.
Good thing you have high bonuses.
Yeah.
You're just like,
do.
save me.
So I just let go.
Not
I'm
even
like,
gonna try.
I'll just let go and say, well, let's get rid of the dead weight and continue on.
I start trying to prove my point that you can float on your back.
Wow, from back in the island.
Full circle.
What a trip.
Yeah.
I just yell, not while meditating.
All right.
Oh, man.
I don't have a map for this because I didn't see this coming. But we
You
can go
don't?
ahead.
What? You didn't see the giant crab guy?
I didn't see the giant crab coming. This is new to all of us. I'm telling you. Alara, what did you roll? You rolled a nat 1?
Yeah, it's a
Oh
7.
God, you suck. Okay, Crimson or no, not Crimson. Pavo.
Crimson?
We've hit that point. We've hit that
13.
point. 13. Tricks.
21.
Ollie.
6.
Eli.
10.
And Lucy.
12.
Oh, damn. We are not in the mood, Alara.
Not my fault.
Okay, so just so all of you know that because you're immersed in water right now, all of your movement speed is halved.
Oh my god, I can like not move.
Wait, we're immersed in water?
Yeah, you're
So we're
floating
on a
out into the
platform.
middle of the ocean on a piece of
On
driftwood with what
Oh.
is technically a huge giant crab that is following you along.
Shit, that's CR8, guys. Just
I know.
so you
How did you know that? That was
'Cause I've turned into
amazing.
one.
Because
Oh,
he
right.
was one, yeah.
Because he was one.
This is where the party wipes on the crab.
Right? If I TPK on these crabs, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, no.
So with Pavo soaring over top, almost losing grip of Alara, Trix, you see this massive crustacean begin to emerge from the depths. 2 large pincers on either side now begins to wade itself towards the driftwood. What would you like to do?
I'ma just shoot it.
All right, cocking back your pistol, you hold it up, aiming closely. Go ahead and make your first attack towards it.
That is 27 to hit.
Damn.
27 absolutely hits as the bullet seems to pierce through the front of the crab, completely disregarding the shell on its back. You find the perfect soft spot. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That is 8.
8 points of damage. The huge crab makes a strange noise as the bullet hits it directly in the soft, fleshy part of it.
So scientific.
The crab continues to use its pincers to move towards the driftwood. As it does, it is going to go ahead and do a quick attack at the closest individual, which would be Eli.
See that face drop? Did you see that face drop?
As the claw swipes over top of you, instinctively you duck down as it completely misses with its attack. It is going to try again with its second claw against you. Jesus, Murphy, my dice are rolling horribly. As
Good.
it does, once again, you duck down and it waves completely over top. It's very large and not very speedy. With that said,
The opposite of me.
exactly, with Pavo, as you hold Alara aloft, you fly around, circling around back towards the driftwood, now seeing this giant crab appearing directly out of the water. What would you like to do, my friend?
You're gonna drop me, aren't you?
No, I'll use. I can keep you safe and use my wings and use the shards from the wings down at the crab.
Use your what?
My wings attacks. So I'm going to send 2 shards down towards the
Absolutely. As you take a moment in between flapping, you almost hover in the air as you slightly start to dip down a little bit from just the gravity pulling you down. You let loose 2 massive shards towards the crustacean. Go ahead and make an attack. 2 attacks for me, please.
Hey, the first one. +8. That one miss.
Ooh.
Second one.
Oh no.
Second, I'm a little mad about that. Here, let's fix that.
The
And the
first-
second one
the
would be
first shard-
17.
With a nat 1, the first shard ricochets off of the crab and goes spitting out towards the water's edge. You hear a voice call out, "Oh, what the hell, bro? That hurts!" Just as the
shit.
driftwood now begins to stop, you see a little bit of reddish glow begin to appear throughout the water. You can see
My bad.
one of the ropes now going a little bit less tight than it was before. Now the rest of the group of turtles now turning around and noticing directly what's happening. Go ahead and make your second attack.
That was a 17.
The 17. The 17 pushes down towards the crab as the shard streaks down toward it, pierces through the shell of the crab as it lets out another wild and ear-piercing roar. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That'd be 17 piercing
17.
damage.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action to do one more.
All right. Go ahead and make your next attack.
Another 17.
Go ahead and roll damage for me.
7, 8, 9, 12.
Okay.
And I will use whatever movement I have to keep us closer to the driftwood while still keeping Alara out of the water.
Okay. As you hold onto Alara by her arms, you continue to circle round just like a seagull stalking its prey. Okay, Lucy, you are up. What would you like to do?
Dangling.
If I can, as a free
Eli, you're on deck.
action- You said Eli was closest, right?
Eli is at the back of the
I
boat.
am.
As a free action, I'm just gonna say, Eli, things are gonna get weird. I'm gonna turn Eli
no.
into a giant
God
shark
damn
using
it, Lucy.
polymorph.
Oh.
As Lucy screams this out, you watch as a green energy begins to cascade over top of Eli. He begins to change in weird shapes and sizes as he grows in overall mass. The viper is no longer, as now is the shark. Dives down into the water. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Lucy?
No, but just so you know, in case you haven't pulled it up, you have a +9 to hit. Every hit is a 3d10 is 3d10 plus 6 damage, and since it's already taken points of damage, you have advantage on melee attacks.
Think
So
I
there's
can
that.
see it. Yeah. Are you? I think I've got it. Okay.
All right,
That
in
ends
that
my
case,
turn.
Eli, you're up. Go ahead and make your move, kiddo.
Okay. I'm gonna like slink into the water, and I'm gonna go to.
You don't really
wherever the
slink into the
crabs-
water. You're a giant shark. Let's
Hey,
say
it's the viper. He's a snaky viper. Or snaky
Yes.
Dipping one
Snake.
fin into the water to see the temperature.
As
Yeah,
the
yeah,
as
yeah.
Eli
Mhm.
grows, the driftwood seems to start to dip down into the water, and you watch as Eli gives a wink. Shark Eli gives a little bit of a wink, and then belly flops, turns over into the water as he splashes down into the water like a big fat whale.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go for wherever the crab's like underbelly is, and then I'm going to bite.
All right, coming up like within Shark Week, you jettison towards the belly of the huge giant crab. An attempt to take a bite. Go ahead and make an attack for me.
Okay, I think I can just roll my daggers. We have the same to hit. Let's do that. That is a 25 to hit.
25 absolutely hits. The rest of you watch as Shark Eli now almost pushing the crab out of the water. You see just the snout of Shark Eli as he bites down into the fleshy interior of the crab itself, again letting out a vicious ear-piercing roar.
Oh my
Solid.
gosh.
Go ahead and roll damage for me, Eli.
And that is going to be 26 points of damage.
26 points of
Piercing.
damage. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. As they explode out of the water together, they belly flop back into the water. They disappear for a brief moment, but you watch as the crab now once again reemerges from the water. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Eli?
No, just enjoy the swim.
Okay. Ollie, you're up. What would you like to do? Alara, you're on deck.
Bonus action, I'd like to take my special little bowl chalice thing,
Okay.
dip it into the water,
Yep.
and
Oh,
I'd like to use
no.
my action to summon water elemental.
Absolutely. Right beside Ollie, as he holds up this cup, straddled over top of this driftwood, you watch as almost a whirlwind of water begins to appear directly in the center of the cup. It raises out of the top, and you watch as a very large, very rotund, watery-looking humanoid appears at the very top. As he splashes down into the water, he stands at attention towards Ollie. Your wish is my command.
My God.
So good.
Thank you. Show this crab what you got.
I will do that
And
right
I-
away for you, sir.
So a summon I get to attack with right after my turn.
Sure, why not? That makes sense.
Yeah, typically that's how it goes.
Okay. So he's going to use his multi-attack on the crab. So he's going to slam twice with a melee weapon attack.
Okay.
So I'll roll.
Jettisoning around the driftwood towards the huge giant crab, you watch as it lifts its hands out of the water, arms out of the water, as two truncades of almost jets of water begin to appear at either side. Using both, first it comes down and slams on top of the crab. Go ahead and make your first attack roll.
Does a 17 hit?
17 hits as it comes crashing down. You watch as the crab kind of pushes down back into the water for a moment. As it pushes itself back up, go ahead and roll damage for me on that one.
All right. The second roll was just to get the other attack out of the way, was only a 9. So
Okay.
I'll do the damage. I'm assuming the only first one hit.
Yes, the first one hit.
That will be 12 bludgeoning damage.
12 done. Okay. Crashing down, it raises its other jet into the air as it comes crashing down once again on the huge giant crab. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to take an effect at this point in time.
Oh, shoot. All right, that's it.
Okay. With that said, Ollie, the water elemental looks back towards you. I did the best I could. Alara, you're up. What would you like to do?
Dangling from Pavo. I guess I'll try and keep my hands together, and I will summon a chromatic orb in my hands and shoot it at this thing. And I'll use thunder.
Okay, go ahead and make a a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh boy. No.
Oh no! Don't hit me.
Dex? A sleight of hand, you said?
Yep.
Oh no. That's only an 11.
Okay, as your hands are up towards the midsection of Pavo, you begin to summon these arcane energies that seem to now push directly into Pavo's midsection. He lets out a little bit of a yelp as all of a sudden he drops you down into the water. Chromatic orb still raised above your hands as you splash down directly into the water. Pavo, you see with slight delight and hilarity, but also some sense of concern as Alara seems to just now dip down into the water. She resurfaces, popping back up like that of a buoy, with her hand still held up top, the chromatic orb directly in between her hands. You hear her yelling, "I'm okay, I'm okay." Go ahead and make your spell attack for me, Alara.
Oh wow. Okay.
Did I take
was-
any damage from that?
Oh my god, what is wrong with my dice? They are cursed. That's a 12 to hit.
For asking, you took 6 points of damage, Pavo.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you do to hit?
It's 12.
12. The water that's crashing over top of you obscures your view for a moment as you try and throw it outward. It seems to just go directly over top of the crab. As it splashes down into the water, you get a brief sight for a moment. as you notice more shadows.
Nope.
Oh.
In the
Gotta get
water.
out of here.
Suddenly,
Um.
beside the huge giant crab, about 3 more just giant crabs now begin to appear directly beside it.
They're
The
also
giant crab
giant?
almost instinctively, well, it's not a huge giant crab. These are just giant crabs. There's a big difference, okay? Jesus
There is.
Christ,
There's a
Jess.
large difference.
Get your shit in order.
There's a
If you
whole
don't know the
size
difference between
category
huge
difference.
giant crabs and giant crabs, I don't know what else we can do
Can
here.
I fit any of them in my mouth?
Someone clip that. Anyway, based on what you can see, you probably can fit a plethora, meaning 1 crab into your mouth at a time.
Is that what
Okay.
plethora means?
I would
Yeah.
like to use
Oh.
my free action to tell everyone, hey, there's more. And then I would like to potentially use a bonus action if you'll allow me to tread water on my back.
High or low for your benefit?
Hi.
Nope.
You just moved the dice.
Jesus.
So what? I'm drowning? Like, what happens?
You watch as Alara seemingly begins to swim over towards the driftwood. She seems to be speaking in water elemental. I'll be fine. Continuing to swim onwards toward it, you see the huge giant crab now kind of slightly turn its strange eye tentacle stalks towards the other crabs and lets out one more loud billowing bellow.
Ooh.
You hear a number of the smaller crabs in response to it as they now start to approach on the driftwood as well. That takes us back to the top of the round. Trix, you are up. You now have 3 giant crabs, 1 huge giant crab, all on your ass, girl. What are you going to do?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. I'm going to I don't know. I'm gonna freak out and just whip my daggers at it. At the biggest one.
Okay. As you pull out your daggers, you begin to toss it towards the largest one directly in the center. Go ahead and make a ranged attack.
All right, that is 23 to hit.
23
and 28 to hit.
23 and 28 absolutely hit, both daggers sticking directly into the shell of the crustacean. Go ahead and roll damage for both of those for me.
And that is 8 and 6.
Okay. You see a little bit of blood now starting to spout out from the wounds that you've just inflicted on this huge giant crab. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Trix?
No.
Okay. The huge giant crab is going to look around and begin to move closer towards the driftwood. It now reaches down and grabs onto the driftwood directly and begins to shake back and forth. I need all of you to make dex saving throws for me.
Me too?
Nope, not you
No,
or
I
Pavo.
already in the water.
Shade also
Yeah.
doesn't have to worry about it because he's not there.
Oh, shade.
Oh my gosh. We're coming to save you.
We're trying.
Promise. We're trying.
Listen, he's having a
I got
great time.
11.
Or maybe I'd save you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shade's doing better than
We
us.
didn't anticipate crabs.
You should always anticipate crabs, Lucy.
We didn't bring the special comb or shampoo
Jesus Christ.
necessary for this fight.
Okay, Minecraft server Christian channel. We're not going there. We're not doing those things. Okay, Trix, what did you roll?
What? Oh, 21.
21? Eli, you're not in the water. So it's just Ollie, Trix, and Lucy?
I
11.
rolled a 19.
Okay. As the driftwood shifts back and forth, you hold on tightly to it, not allowing yourself to fall off the driftwood. However, you hear a yell off into the distance. It's the crabs! I knew the crabs would come!
I'm gonna eat her.
Pavo, you're up. What would you like to do?
Shut her up.
I'm going to continue the one that I was attacking. I'm going to use the wings attack.
Okay.
Send 2 shards down at it again.
Okay, go ahead.
That one's going to be good. 24.
24 absolutely hits. The shard pierces through the shell once again.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Very good. Is there anything, second attack?
Second attack is going to miss. Another nat 1.
Okay.
Wow.
It bounces
Yeah.
off the shell, nearly hitting Eli.
And then as a bonus action, now are the crabs within like a 15-foot radius of each other?
Sure.
All right, then I will then use my sword, start spinning it around to cause the flame, and launch my fire tornado down on top of the crabs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. What is it? A
I'm
dex
going to
saving throw?
use 5 key points to do 66 points of damage as a dex for half, a dexterity save for half.
Whew, that's a definite fail. I rolled a 5.
All right. So then,
Do I need to roll also? Because I'm there.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you do.
oh, sorry about that. 23 points of fire damage.
Yup.
23 points of fire damage. You watch as the
Okay.
fire just blistering comes out of Pavo, scorching the water around it. A few of the giant crabs begin to scatter offward from getting away from the flames. The huge giant crab taking a large brunt of the damage. And Eli, what did you roll?
I rolled, I'm just looking at my modifier, 27.
It's a half.
So half damage towards
Okay.
Eli.
Okay.
That's to the shark's health, not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my health is, I'm trying to figure it out.
So that'd be
Your
what,
health
11?
is 126.
Jeez.
What was the half? Sorry. 23?
Yeah, it was
It
23.
was 23 and then half of that, so what, 11?
Okay.
11, yeah.
Figured we'd cook some crab.
I was about to say you can see a number where the flames actually touched the huge giant crab. You can see that it's turning into more of a reddish pink hue, specifically on its legs. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Pavo?
That'll conclude.
Okay, Lucy, you are up. Eli, you're on deck.
All right. I'm going to cast. I'm going to hold my hand out, and a green mist is going to come out and kind of seep into the shell of the huge giant crab.
Okay.
As I cast Blight
Yep.
at 5th level.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my meta magic for a heightens. But no, wait. No, I'm not going to use my meta magic because that's not what that does. Never mind. 5th level Blight.
All right. Fair enough.
I need a con save.
I could do that. Natural 20. I'm sorry, my friend.
It's okay. It's half damage still.
Okay.
Which is 25 for half damage. Would have been 50.
Wow.
25. Dear Lord in heaven. As the green mist begins to pull directly into the compartments or sections of the crustacean shell, you watch as it begins to start to change and almost dye the outside of the shell a very strange emerald green. It lets out one last horrible as it begins to sink down slowly into the depths of the water below. The other giant crabs now starting to advance. You hear a loud yell from the edge where one of the waters, or where one of the ropes are. Hey, crabs! I cast fireball! And you watch as a huge giant fireball from Susie's position suddenly appears over top of her head and begins to fly down, creating a huge plethora of flames almost in a circular motion all around the crabs. Having them locked in the center of this large ring of fire, they begin to scatter down directly into the depths below once more.
I eat them.
Oh my god. Leave them.
He's still a
Take
shark.
I know. I
Take
know.
take a
And
leg.
as the last
Go away.
of the crabs leave sight, you hear one of the bros of the turtles yell out, "Oh, dude, smoke on the water. It's crazy."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Would you guys be mad if I did that entire combat just for that joke?
I'm
Anyway,
pretty sure you
I
did.
swear.
Oh my gosh.
with no other issues, you continue to make your way forward. Towards the bay, you see it now in distance. You begin to make your way into the bay proper. The large peaking hills of the stone that make up the edges of the land on either sides of you. And the turtles continue to pull you forward. As you reach the apex of the bay, you find a large circular area, almost like a lake, directly in the center. You see a number of complexes and buildings spread out all around the rim, like that of a horseshoe. Directly in the center, you look and see what looks like a massive marbled temple, standing alone on a single island. To the west, you take note of a number of houses, broken down and not well kept housing, small tenements of sorts. On the east side, a very different sight, as luxurious buildings made of what looks like bleached limestone with a cyan terracotta on their roofings. You see a number of other ships that are circling in and around the bay. And as the turtles lead you forward, passing all these massive ships on either side of you, trying to take pride in your driftwood boat, it pulls you up towards a dock. As you hear Crimson yell out, or Crimmy. Next stop, Hansor. As he pulls you up
Thanks,
closer towards one of the docks. Each one of you
Appreciate your help.
slowly make your way off of the driftwood, climbing up the side of the docks, finding dry land once more.
Soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
I flap my fin.
Flapping the wings.
Oh my
Are you still a shark?
I just
dropped the
assumed that I followed you
polymorph.
guys. Okay.
Hey, Remy, sure to stay away from the sauce, huh?
I won't
Pat
do
on the
that at
shoulder.
all, my friend, but it has been a
Great.
pleasure. Thank you so much for the shield. I think the ladies will love it.
It's rather fetching.
I think it's worth more than your boat, to be honest.
Well,
Hey, I think that you should be a little bit nicer to your sister.
It was
You were
pretty
kinda
cool what she
mean
did
to
back
her.
there.
Yeah, she's really powerful. You should watch out for her.
yes, well, she is great.
That's better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Susie looks towards her brother, now fully coming out of her shell. I think you're pretty great too, Crimmy.
Oh boy.
Till
Now,
next
all
time,
of
then.
you, be very careful out there in Hansor. Don't trust everyone that you see. It is a manipulative town.
Oh.
Take care of yourselves.
Will do.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you for your assistance.
And as the turtles begin to venture off back towards the sea, you can hear a few of them call out, "Oh yeah, Rockstar, you're like the king, bro. That was amazing. Oh, you totally took on those crabs. That was so cool." The rest of you are now standing on the edge of the dock. As you look towards the mainland, you see at the very end of the dock an individual standing in purplish and golden robes. And beside him, a massive, massive knight wearing full plates of armor. Again, mostly silver and iron with inlays of both gold and burnt copper. A bit of a tunic that rests in the front that is also purple. What would you guys like to do?
First of all, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry guys, I have no idea. I think something went wrong when Gibble gave me this body. And I'm gonna run to the edge of the dock and I'm just gonna urinate off the edge of the dock.
Okay.
Make a nothing.
Nope.
Nope, we're not doing that.
He successfully pees off the dock.
Yeah.
Well, I think first order of business, we should check with the guards on the west side of the city, see if they've seen Shade and Raynor yet. Make sure we're not too late.
You could go ask those two people over there.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll skip over.
Alara skipping over to the two individuals. The man in the robe holds up his hand. Stop!
Oh! Hi!
Yes. Well, this is a spot check. We would just want to make sure that everyone is here for the right purposes, and we have a few questions. But might I say, welcome to Hansor. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. The man,
Nice to meet you too.
the individual, the hulking individual in the suit, clears his throat. Yes, of course, because that's the edicts that we have to abide to. All of your backsides smell ripe and as of cooked cabbage, because that are the laws within our town this week, where we must insult everyone that we meet, and lambs are not allowed to mate in the city, of course. What might I do for you?
That I suddenly know what it's like to speak to Alara.
Well, to keep with your laws, you filthy little crumb muffin.
Thank
We're looking
you.
for some friends of ours.
Oh, are they here on a trip or vacation?
Business, I believe. Man in some leathers, flat sort of hat, sort of. Is it purplish skin? Somebody help me out.
Ooh,
You
Shay?
actually forget. Raynor.
Raynor?
Talking about Raynor.
Wow,
Raynor,
so
yeah.
he would be a darker elf, basically.
That was great.
And
Great.
his prize, I suppose, large man with a tree for an arm.
Well, we haven't. I haven't seen anyone come in of that nature, but you all are welcome inside of Hansor. Now, tell me, is this for vacation or relocation?
Vacation.
Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
We're
very
here
good.
on
So
vacation.
So you don't plan on immigrating at all?
Well, who
No.
knows? I mean, no.
Do you want us to?
He looks over towards the man or the individual in the armor. Yes, of course. We always welcome individuals here.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. Can we decide later?
Yeah, it's more vacation,
Hmm.
but also research into possible new setting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you that it is an absolute pleasure living here. We all absolutely worship the herald named Harold.
Is he afraid of the
staring
guy
at that
beside him?
knight?
Insight.
I just catch up with the party. Who's Harold?
Yes, well, Harold is this year's herald. He is but a 12-year-old boy who seems to be responsible for all the edicts and laws within our town.
Mm.
How did that happen?
Wow.
That is
You must be
The
really
way-
smart.
no. Yes, no. It is the ways and customs of our people. Every year we nominate a new herald based on a lottery of the citizens. And if they win, then they have the edicts for the year. They are the rightful rulers of Hansor for the year.
How's that working out for you?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Uh-huh.
they
Okay,
say
so
Fantastic.
you haven't seen Tree Arm Guy. Is there any other way? How many possible entrances to this
Mhm.
City town? Is
Because we want to greet them, of course.
Of course,
Grand.
yes.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. There are only two ways into the town, obviously by way of the Whispered Bay, and he points over to the top, almost center of the, what seems like a basin towards the city. The top resides on top of a cliffside, and then a number of buildings that seem to act as almost steps down towards the bay itself. At the direct center of it, he points up, and you can see a small guardhouse that resides at the top of the cliff tops.
All right.
Hey.
Good to know. Thank you.
Do you know anyone named Presage? With the last name Presage?
Oh, of course, everyone knows the Persage family.
Oh, do they live here?
No, they live on Morel. That's far, far from here.
Oh, so there's
I
no
myself
Presage people
has-
here?
Well, there might be some here on vacation. We are a very popular destination for most, with our casinos and various activities to embark on. But I personally have not seen anyone, and he looks down and checks what looks like a clipboard. No, there doesn't seem to be anyone by the Presage name that have ventured in through the bay over the last week or so.
Ooh, she'll lean over the clipboard and say, ooh, what about somebody who's really mean by the name of Delmar? Or drunk or mean?
Drunk Delmar. Again, I don't see anyone arriving by boat by that name.
What
Okay.
about
Wait,
The
so you only see people
delusionist.
arriving by boat.
the delusionist?
Oh, yeah, the delusionist.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he'd be arriving by boat.
Again,
True.
I do not see
Yeah.
anyone by that name or by that description. I'm sorry.
Most likely
Alright.
would have teleported into town and not checked in.
All right, guys, let's boogie.
Okay.
All right, let's make our way
Pleasure
for
to
that
meet you.
basin.
Okay.
Hey.
You're welcome to proceed. Enjoy your time here on Hansor. Feel free to spend as much money as possible. That's always encouraged around here. And if you are looking for any of the establishments to stay in, might I recommend two places that you could go see. We do have the Pleasant Clock Hotel.
Like that. That sounds nice.
Yes, it is run by a very peculiar individual, much known throughout the town. His name is Elrod Pink Squasher. And we also have the Brass Flamingo Casino, which also has some accommodations for those who are staying here.
Okay.
Lovely.
Thanks.
Well, may you lick the underside of an unruly troll.
Yes, of course. And as to you, I hope all the very worst smells for your mother.
Oh. Do we have to be mean to each other?
It's the
I
law.
like this
And I
place.
just start walking.
Well, we don't really need to be. And again, the individual clears its throat. Yes, it's this week's edict, so we make sure to insult all those who you meet.
All right, see you later, numbskull.
Yes, of course, jerkface. Enjoy your stay.
Bye, meanie.
Good one, Alara.
Take care, ugly.
That looks like it hurt.
As you venture out into the proper walkways, you see a large strip that seems to wrap around the entirety of the bay. Beautiful pinkish cobblestones that lead the way in and around the city. A number of large, well-kept buildings on the side that you have just joined on. You also see a number of individuals that seem to be coming to and fro, a number of them pointing at various things throughout the city, almost seeming like tourists. A few street performers that seem to be embarked on the sidewalk. One in particular blowing fire. A few others doing some water magics as it kind of splashes around directly in front of them, making different shapes and sizes to an onlooking crowd that seemed to cheer onward.
Should I try and, or Ollie, maybe you have a locate. I don't know that. Maybe you can. You said that you could find a way to reach him before.
I've told you I do have a way.
Mm-hmm.
I can locate people. I can locate. Just going through my books, you know.
Is there a range on it?
Yeah, it's 1,000 something. Where was it?
Well, I guess you could try that.
There
And
we go.
then if you don't pick it up, then I could either call him or spy on him.
Yep, I
Would
could
you-
locate him within 1,000 feet of us.
Well, shouldn't you first try to contact Shade to see if there's a way he can communicate to find out if he's even in town first?
Okay, I can send him a message. My bastard. Bobby, I need you. Okay. Hi, it's Alara. This time you can cough. If you're alive. Also, try and whisper to me where you are. We're in Hansor. Miss you.
Jeez.
Shade. Through your journey, you've more or less been in the same state. As you approached closer to Hansor, you would assume Raynor put a burlap sack over top of your head. You continue to travel onward like that for about a day's time. Raynor has seemingly taken you to a few different locations over this course. You hear whispers and murmurs, too difficult to understand underneath the thick burlap sack. The last thing that you can recall from Raynor was him telling you to stay put and he'll be in touch soon. As he sat you down on a cold stone floor, taking off the burlap sack, you find yourself in a dark room as he closes the door behind you before leaving. You are now left alone in this spot as you get this message from Alara a few hours later.
Oh God. I'm somewhere dark. But we've stopped. So I guess we're there. Wherever there is.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay, so good news. Shade coughed, which means he's alive. Also, he said that he's somewhere dark and he's stopped. So they must be here. He said wherever here is.
Well, there's a lot of stops in between where he left. Could be anywhere, in all reality.
Okay.
So I think it's best we cover all our bases. So I still want to have a talk with one of the guards around the basin, and then maybe we can start our investigation throughout the town.
We don't want to let
Well,
Ollie do his
What about
Yeah.
Ollie now that we know he is in a permanent place, or seems to be?
That's true. I
We don't-
totally
Yeah.
forgot that was a thing we were doing.
Yeah.
But since they're not traveling, now would be a good time to see if he's nearby.
Yeah.
Give it a
Alright, I
shot.
started. I'll cast it to locate creature. That creature being our lovely Shade.
Okay. As you do, you pick up a ping that seems to be guiding you in a specific direction. You begin to make your way forward, instinctively feeling the divine magic course through you. You begin to walk a little bit down the walkway that stops you directly in front of a very large, towering building. It is extremely well kept, with a beautiful garden that stretches out directly in front of it. And directly in the center of the garden, just before the large building, you see what looks like a large brass flamingo that stands directly in its center. As you look up towards the building, you now see, sprawled across in common letters, the brass flamingo that through magic seems to shimmer and shine, pulsating the lights on each one of the letters in the words, the brass flamingo. As you look around, you see a number of guards standing in the very front as individuals walk in and out sporadically. Instinctively, knowing through your divine magics, somewhere inside of this giant building, more akin to a stronghold than anything else, lies your dear friend, Shade. And that, my friends, is going to be a story
Oh no!
for another evening.
I feel like we failed Shade.
10 more minutes. 10 more minutes.
No.
That has never worked in the history of you trying to get that to work.
I know.
No, I know.
To all of you who have joined us on our first episode back in 2022, thank you so much for joining us. For all the new followers, the ones that I can see right now, Arcadian Seas, Kisma13, and our new friend, the Average Savage. Welcome to the Tripper family. And of course, our new friend, Thurenul. the renewal.
Oh.
Welcome. So happy to have you part of the Tripper family. We do this every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're doing a very special week of world building every day this week, happening around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel, that we're going to be working on Campaign 2 for, because we are very quickly approaching the end of Campaign 1. And Alara, remind me if we are going ahead and doing our Talkative Art Wednesdays tomorrow night?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Time TBD between 8:30 and 9:30.
Between 8:30 and 9:30, we are going to be doing our art stream with none other than the beautiful, talented,
Bobby.
very beautiful haired Alara. And then there's like this guy, Lucy, that goes along with it, who does all the good stuff.
This way. This way? I
That
don't know
way.
which way.
There you
One
go.
of the ways.
One of the ways. One of the ways.
Okay.
But with that said, we are going to go ahead and raid someone to show a little bit of the love. Make sure that it's passed around amongst friends. We will go say hello to the blue collar DM, because he looks like he is hanging out doing some stuffs. So we'll go say hi to them. Make sure to do hashtag CC Love Raid, because we never do any of the hate raids around here. So with that said, it has been an absolute pleasure to run the game for you all tonight. And as always, I beg of you, to all the adventurers out there, whether you're splashing around in the waters, fighting against a huge giant crab, not just a giant crab, or being carted away by a strange individual looking to make some money off of you, I beg of you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Guys, we'll see you all tomorrow or next week, whichever you prefer. We love all your faces. We'll see you real soon. Take care.
Bye.
Hola.